to Government Code Section 549.5. Conference with legal counsel. Anticipated litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9D4. There are two cases. And under tab 5, conference with labor negotiators pursuant to Government Code Section 54957.6. The negotiators, Dr. Murphy, employee organizations represented, Associate Administrators of Los Angeles Teamsters 2010, California School Employees Association, Los Angeles County Building and Construction Trades Council, Los Angeles School Police Association, Los Angeles School Police Management Association, Service Employees International Union, SEIU Local 99, Teamsters, United Teachers Los Angeles, and district represented employees and contract personnel. I'm going to go ahead and take roll. Ms. Newbill.
Present.
Dr. Rivas. Mr. Melvoin.
Here.
Ms. Griego.
Here.
Ms. Gonez. Ms. Ortiz-Franklin.
Present.
And Board President Schmerlson.
Present.
Okay, we have quorum. Okay, we will go directly to public comment. And as usual, if you are signed up under item-specific public comment, I would ask you that you restrain your remarks to the topic of that item. So here we go, tab 1, student discipline matters. We have one speaker, Vivian De Leon. Let me see if Ms. De Leon is online with us. Ms. De Leon is not, oh, yeah, there she is. Vivian De Leon, please press *6 to unmute yourself, and you'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. Vivian De Leon. I see you're online with us.
Hi, good morning. I'm representing parents from Clinton Middle School who are extremely disappointed. The appeal system is broken. The father of a wrongly suspended child filed an appeal, and despite having video evidence, it took 15 days to get a response. And that only happened because Ms. Diana Guillen from the Red de Padres advocated for him, emailing Superintendent Gilberto Martinez, who is rarely available for parents. Assistant Principal Carmona failed to follow district policy and never offered the student a chance to earn back participating in grad night, the dance, or culmination ceremony. It was thanks to Mr. Agustin Gonzalez that we found out about this crucial policy and why the student was allowed to walk the stage in the culmination ceremony. It was obvious that Ms. Carmona was intentionally allowing time to run out. Culmination was a week away. The appeal system is designed to discourage families and not to support them. The appeals board never sides with the students. Minors are not allowed to be witnesses. Only adult witnesses are heard. So when a child is falsely accused of violence, they have no defense at all. Mr. Rivera is retiring this year with a clean record, but that doesn't reflect the reality. Multiple complaints have been brought to this board and to Mr. Francisco Huerta, and nothing has been done. Mr. Rivera did not even attend culmination this year. Instead, he sent a message. A message cannot replace leadership, presence, or care for our students on one of the most important days of their lives. Meanwhile, school safety continues to decline. Fights break out every day. Many students refer to Clinton as hell because they know the administrators are against the students. There is no trust, no protection. Maybe now that Mr. Rivera is finally out of Clinton, this board will see how crucial it is to bring back school PD to protect our children. Bring back school PD and fix the suspension appeal system because it's not working. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I'll note that Dr. Rivas is with us for the roll. So let's go to item 2, James Chortner on tab 2. I see you're online with us. Please press *6 to unmute yourself, and you'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. James T.
Good morning. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
My name is James Chortner. I'm a Broadway elementary parent, and I'm here to continue the protest regarding the decision to remove the current principal of Broadway Elementary. So here we are, having found an excellent school with a rare high-quality principal, and then the regional LAUSD department decides to remove her. Well, that is where the government department went horribly wrong and completely misjudged the situation. Just look at the backlash. Maybe it was not your intention to scapegoat the principal for past LAUSD failures at the school. Maybe you were just manipulated by a small number of individuals had a special agenda, and making a mistake happens. Over 95% of Broadway parents oppose your decision. How much louder do they have to scream? You have, in the meantime, been presented with petitions with over 1,100 signatures. I repeat, over 1,100 signatures demanding the reinstatement of Principal Garman, numerous street protests, numerous emails and phone calls, at least 10 different media coverage events by numerous news agencies, and signed letters from pretty much every teacher of the school. What more do you still need to finally correct your mistake before wasting everyone's time even further? Mr. Cavallo, respectfully, we are calling upon you to intervene. Otherwise, this is really starting to look very, very fishy. And if this still does not make you understand how you misjudged the situation, please consider this. You talk about unity at the school. Don't you realize that throwing such a bomb by firing the principal is going to achieve the exact opposite of unity? And don't you feel sorry for the new principal who's likely to be booed at every occasion when school starts? Please finally act.
Thank you for your time. Okay, now we'll move to general public comment. Maria Palma, are you here? I don't see Ms. Palma out there, but I think she'll be here shortly is my guess. Matt Rothel, please come on up. You'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. And then after Matt is Isabel Gonzalez.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, board members and superintendent. Matt Wraithley, also of Broadway Elementary School. Twofold purpose in speaking today. First, to thank all of you for your unwavering support to our immigrant communities. Broadway is, as you know, predominantly Latinx and Asian, so thank you to all for standing so firmly with our families and our communities. Our second point today is about the school library. As crazy as it might sound, our school library is another example of how LAUSD District West actively creates a discord within our school. As we were told by the district, only books that have been cataloged in the district system can be placed on school shelves. While the Spanish books can be and have been so cataloged, due to limitations of the cataloging system, Mandarin title information cannot be directly entered into the title system. The district has refused to rectify this software problem, and even though the consequence is that the Mandarin books cannot be on the library shelves. To ensure that student learning at Mandarin have equal access to Mandarin library books, Broadway has accepted 2 wheeled carts from a nonprofit organization to house the books. But of course, no good deed goes unpunished. After a parent complained that there were no Spanish books on the carts, based on the district's edicts to Principal Garman, Mandarin books were removed from one of the 2 carts and replaced with Spanish books. So in a school where Mandarin immersion makes up more than 2/3 of the student population, those students have access to just 1 measly cart of Mandarin books, while Spanish immersion students have access to shelves upon shelves of books, plus a cart. This level of absurdity District West has reached to actual tangible detriment of students in the Mandarin immersion program is absolutely unacceptable. Have no doubt that the parents will be requesting the Inspector General to look into this as yet another example of how LAUSD District West management has engaged in systemic practices to sow division amongst parents and undermine the authority of Broadway Principal Rochelle Garman. I encourage the board to independently investigate this issue as only one of many examples of how utterly incompetent the management of LAUSD District West is. Thank you all very much.
Thank you for your time. Isabel Gonzalez. Ms. Gonzalez is going to speak in Spanish, so if you'd like to hear what she's saying in English as she's speaking in Spanish, please put your hands up and we can get you these translation headsets. They automatically turn on to the correct channel once you put them on. Okay, listos. Gracias.
Espero que
I hope that these names are still in your minds. Melanie Ramos, 15-year-old. Death due to fentanyl overdose. 4 students with truncated lives. Melanie, her friends, and 2 sellers of fentanyl. All of them students. Shailene Mejia, 16-year-old. Death due to bullying, a fight in her school, in a safe space to leave, where we live and we trust our children. May 25th, Armando Morales, 14-year-old. Death due to stabbing. 2 more students stabbed, 1 arrested, 1 death, 4 truncated lives, 4 families torn apart. 25th of January, 15-year-old, a student at Hollywood High School was stabbed, and another student was arrested. 2 truncated lives, 2 families destroyed. If I continue with this list, I think that it would be never ending. May 25th, May 7th of this year, Santa Ana High School, 14-year-old. A minor was stabbed. I think I already repeated that. 16 January, a 15-year-old was stabbed and a student that was 16-year-old was arrested. 24th of December of 2024, Verdugo Hills, 2 students were stabbed. 4 students, suspects, 6 lives that were truncated and 6 families destroyed. January 29th at Franklin High School, a student was stabbed from a 20-year-old. February of this year, 2 students stabbed a parent of another student and 2 more students and the parents, 3 families, 3 lives truncated. And I continue with this list. I would be never ending. I hope that you can return the funds for school police funds should have never been to be negotiated. The lives of our students should have never been negotiated. And after financing school police, you just simply did not have a plan. And here is the proof of that. When the police was here and after the police was taken away, the crime, violence has been double, triple, and simply you do not care the lives of one of the students.
Diana Guillen. Come on up. Ms. Guillen's also going to speak in Spanish, so if you need to hear translation, please put your hands up and we'll get you the headsets. Okay, listos. Gracias.
Good morning, members of the board. My name is Diana Guillen, and I represent the Parent Network for School Safety. And we have collected 5,600 signatures that we have provided for you all, more than 300 schools from all of the different regions. It is from parents and some students, principals, and some employees from the district, and they want for school police to return. We know that UTLA has a large campaign with other organizations that is being provided with funds so that they come and bring a bunch of people that come here that say to take away the police and to put more supervision aides, more PSW, because what they only care about is for their affiliates to grow, because then they can get $1,200 every single time. And then amount that they get to finance the campaigns, it's a lot where you are benefiting, and you're not benefiting our students. We want school police to come back, and also we need transparency. Yesterday, supposedly, you put on issue number 1 the approval of the fiscal stabilization plan. And what did you do? You left it at the end so that everyone would leave because you are not transparent. But of course, you did a bunch of initiatives that are just political stuff to guarantee an initiative for community schools. Another one, to honor LGBTQ communities. Our rights, our constitutional rights, all of this is just political. That does not benefit our students, and that's what you do every single year. Why do you have to do it on the day that you have to be reporting on financial things on the district? And also here, at 9 o'clock, we leave, and we are families, and we're not being paid, and we're here to advocate for our students. The rate of suicide risk doubled since 2018 when the school police was here. It was half. Now, this is your own data. And what do you want, Ms. Griego, Ms. Rocio? What else, Mr. Melvin? What else do you want from data to say that school police is needed?
Thank you for your
Here
time,
is the
Ms.
data
Griego.
that you need. and what you are doing of not wanting for school police to return,
Thank you for your
these
time,
are
Ms.
the
Deanna.
data that you need to make the decisions.
Thank you for your time, Ms. Guillen. Diana Escamilla. Diana Escamilla, come on down. You have 2 minutes to speak once you begin.
To ensuring that international newcomers and immigrant students, most of whom are multilingual students, have access to high-quality public education. Thank you for taking the initiative by hosting formal webinars focused on immigration-related emergencies in the near future. During these unprecedented times, it brings me comfort knowing that the district has been proactive in limiting immigration enforcement and establishing protocols should immigration-related activity take place near or on campus. I would like to reiterate that existing policies protect students and urge the district to ensure that these policies are in place and enforced at all schools, specifically the gathering and handling of student information. Enrollment forms should not require or ask about citizenship status or date of entry to the United States. Enrollment forms should not require providing a social security number. Proof of age does not require a birth certificate. And lastly, updated student emergency contact information should be maintained. As district leaders, you stand alongside the international newcomer and immigrant youth in our district and ensure that existing mandated protocols are in place and operating in all district schools. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Belinda Ma, are you here? Belinda Ma, come on up. You'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin.
Good morning. Good morning, LA Unified Board members and Superintendent Carvalho. I'm very appreciative of your taking the time and allowing us the opportunity to speak. I know you guys have much bigger issues that you're dealing with in these trying times, but we appreciate that you take the time to listen to all of us. As you may already know, I'm here today because we continue to be concerned. I'm a parent at Broadway Elementary. We continue to be concerned and genuinely disturbed by the recent decision to remove the principal at our school, a school that is not only ranked in the top 1% of all LA Unified schools, but also among the top 11 in this entire district. The school has thrived under current leadership, attracting more out-of-district students than any other LAUSD school. These aren't just numbers. They represent real measurable success. Please look carefully into how Region West can honestly justify removing the principal of a school with such an impressive track record. Let's take a step back and consider the broader context. California's Global California 2030 plan aims to expand bilingual education across the state, helping students become globally competitive. This policy is about building a workforce that speaks multiple languages and is prepared for a global economy. So why would LA Unified want to remove the leader of the only bilingual school in the top 11 schools in the district, especially when the school has been such a success, even attracting so many families from outside the district? This decision makes even less sense when we consider the district's enrollment challenges. As of February 2025, we have enrolled 10,000 less students than in 2023, 408,083 students, as opposed to 419,749 in 2023-2024. And that has gone down consistently each year, about 10,000 students each year. The peak enrollment for LA Unified was 746,831 students back in 2022. This means that the district has experienced a drop of nearly 340,000 students since its peak enrollment. So how is the district addressing this issue? We would like you to look at these issues and hope you will consider that this principal is very key to the success of our school, and we really would like to keep her or bring her back. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Monica Rozola. Erlinda Morita. Bridget Stewart, come on up. You have 2 minutes to speak once you begin.
Good morning, respected members of the board. My name is Bridget Stewart, and I'm a parent of a rising third grader at Broadway Elementary. I'm here on behalf of many families who are confused, frustrated, and deeply concerned by the district's decision to remove Principal Garman. Agnes Kamau said on June 9th in our town hall meeting, there has been harm. Students and families are afraid. That fear is real and it's growing. Families are afraid of the instability, the lack of transparency, and the message this sends to our children. This past month alone, 5 Black women principals have been removed from schools in this district: Baldwin Hills Elementary, Playa Vista Elementary, Prescott School of Enriched Sciences, Marquez Charter, and now Broadway. This is not coincidence, it's a pattern, and one that raises serious questions about racial equity and how leadership decisions are being made. At Broadway, the impact is already visible. Incoming families are talking about withdrawing if this situation doesn't resolve. Some already have. We lost Mrs. Tan, a spectacular teacher, to a private school, another consequence of district-driven disruption. We are not powerless. We are prepared to take action. Filing grievances, requesting public records, and if necessary, pursuing legal relief to correct the demonstrably harmful actions of this district. We're not asking for special treatment. We are demanding restorative justice, transparency, accountability, and the reinstatement of a trusted principal who led with consistency and care. Do what's right. Reinstate Principal Garman, restore trust, and show our children what real leadership looks like. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Jennifer Cano, Jennifer C., Jennifer Cano. Heather Poundstone, come on up. You'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin.
Hello, my name is Heather Poundstone. It's good to see Ms. Hendy. We worked together at Dorsey several years ago. I have been a teacher for over 26 years and with LAUSD since 2007. In 2021, I was transferred to the City of Angels and later the Virtual Academy. We have worked hard to make the Virtual Academy successful. Last fall, I mobilized several of my colleagues to brainstorm ways to increase the Virtual Academy enrollment. We've successfully increased the enrollment more than 20%. We saw how parents and students enjoyed the flexibility of our program for a variety of reasons. Many parents have told us they would leave LAUSD if the Virtual Academy was not an option. They are not interested in having their children on campus due to many of the problems their children have faced. Parents are often sitting beside their children while they learn online and are very involved in their children's education. They will speak out if there is anything they oppose. Many parents see the Virtual Academy as an extension to homeschool and a wonderful option. Parents want to have a choice in their children's learning. My colleagues and I came up with several marketing strategies, and I took these to the directors of our program last December. They were excited and met with us, implementing these strategies soon after. This should be a regular system where leadership listens to teachers' ideas. Our marketing campaign has increased the Virtual Academy, like I said, by 20% just since January, and continues to grow, while the overall LAUSD enrollment continues to decline. The Virtual Academy is the way of the future. I have 3 master's degrees, and I was able to learn the last 2 online. While online learning may not be for everyone, it is a wonderful option for many. I want to urge you to support the Virtual Academy by listening to the teachers about what is and isn't working. We need less distractions and be able to work from home as we successfully did up until last school year. I'm almost done. We need to continue the marketing campaign to increase our enrollment and to combat the decrease in our overall enrollment. Thank you so much for listening and your support. Good to see you, Ms. Hendy.
Thank you
Have
for
a
your
great
time.
day. Thank you.
Thank you. Norma Gonzalez, are you here? Come on down. You'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. And then after Ms. Gonzalez is Maria Daisy Ortiz.
Buenos días, mi nombre es
Good
Norma
morning. My
González.
name is Norma Gonzalez. I'm a mother of 2 students of the district. And I firmly support school police safety. And today I'm here to express my support for school police. inside the school, safety is not luxury, it's a necessity. And who guarantees that safety for every day? With challenge and strength. It is our police officers. They know our students. They know our schools, and they respond with humility, professionalism in what it has to do with any threat. Eliminating or debilitating the budget is something dangerous. And who would we call when there is an emergency? Who would protect our children when a fight occurs or critical situations happen? It's not enough to argue or intentions. We actually need presence. We need real presence and protection and immediate protection in all the schools. We cannot allow for political decisions to that are disconnected from the reality, put our students at risk. School police does not just comply with the law, but they also build confidence and relationships within students, prevent conflicts, and save lives. This is why today I'm speaking with strength. Is enough to attack the ones who are taking care of us, support and defend the brave work and the fundamental work of school police, because the safety of our children is not a debate. It is a guarantee for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Maria Daisy Ortiz, come on up.
Everybody, my name speak English, but I think when you speak Spanish, don't listen, because it's you discrimination when I don't know speak English, and I speak English now because it's priority. It's necessary. Provide safety plan all the school, okay? La policía es necesaria en todas las escuelas.
School police is necessary at all schools because the uniform represents authority. The uniform also represents knowing that schools can be a safe place. You can bring social workers, psychiatrists, psychologists, and I'm not saying that they're doing it's a wrong thing, but if a student, a civil person enters the school with a firearm, will a psychologist detain them? And when people know that there are no law enforcement in the schools, that's why a lot of students come from other schools to attack our children. It is necessary. You cannot treat safety of our students with negligence, because as of now, you have done it with negligence. And all these people, Ms. Ortiz, Ms. Griego, Mr. Scott, Mr. Melvin, Ms. Rosa Rivas, and Ms. Newbill, and you need to provide safety for all schools, because if not, our children will not concentrate, our children will not focus because they are afraid, especially now that there is an atmosphere, there's a terrorism, there's immigration terrorism. We need them. We need for them to provide safety, just like you have safety here. And you are adults. You think that our children don't need that at their schools? If not, we will take this in our own hands, and we will not take our children to school. Thank you.
Juan Magandi, I see you're out there. Please come on down. You'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. And as Mr. Magandi comes on down, we will, after he is done, transition to those who listed themselves as speaking remotely.
¿A dónde mando mi recibo?
Where should I send my receipt for my invoice for extra hour pay, just like you do? Where should I send this to? Human resources? Right, because I need to make money just like you do. because it's a laugh to have many employees that are gaining their salary. They're just sitting down. There are a lot of employees that they're always doing the same thing. They're always sitting on the spots to give the sensation that we have more people participating. Just like those famous community schools that are a disaster. Right? Look at the big UTLA proposition that they made. They're saying we're going to add more positions to take care of children in the yards, but we want a group of slaves, volunteers that don't eat, don't have to pay rent, that they're miserable, called parents of Title I. Because SEIU needs to pay them. UTLA needs to pay that campaign for Ms. Griego, Ms. Dania, Ms. Rosillo. Charters need money so that they can finance Mr. Nick Melvoin, and I'm not sure who else. But what's happening with the people? This is the big point. We are doing something. At this moment, we need for you to rise. Because yesterday, SEIU demanded for you, that they said that there's a year and a half that you haven't given them 21%, and they need to give them that because they need more membership, they need more quotes, and they need to extort the workers so that they can also give them money to continue financing the political committees to finance their campaigns. So that then you can also return the favor with contracts, with new salaries, with new privileges, with new ways, so that they can keep growing. Them and their colleagues that have these organizations that are nothing more than they don't care what the life of a poor person is. They come and they say, oh, we're here, that represent all these parasites that have more than 40 years of being the principles, and these are the same organizations that they live by. Poverty and parasites are their friends.
Thank
Have
you
a great
for
day.
your time. Maria Palma, I see you're online with us. Maria Palma, please press *6 to unmute yourself, and you'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. Maria Palma.
Good morning. My name is Maria Luisa Palma. I'm speaking on behalf of Oleada, Inc. So why is the district required to create and then implement a fiscal stabilization plan? Because you continue to make commitments to spend, also known as expenditures, higher than your revenues. So board members, do you really feel like the character Linda that was in the little short movie we watched yesterday? So do you think that you are the victim of outside forces? Aren't you a little bit embarrassed about this kind of marketing? Isn't this really due to bad management and bad planning? You always knew the COVID funds were going to disappear, that they were temporary. So any cuts that you have to make now, they're going to hurt. No matter how many times you postpone voting on any of these issues, it's gonna have to hurt. So even under the fiscal stabilization plan, you continue to carry a structural deficit in every one of these years. In year 26, 27, structural deficit, 376 million. The following year, 27, 28, it goes up. Structural deficit, 991 million, almost $1 billion. So whatever small adjustments are being made in this plan, you're not right-sizing the district finances, meaning this is not sustainable, which means you must be hoping that in the future, more revenue will materialize. But we know that enrollment continues to decline. Therefore, most of your revenue will also continue to decline. And you keep talking about equity, all the speakers here about SENI and not reducing that, but nobody talks about documented outcomes to verify that the SENI money is having actual positive outcomes for all of these marginalized groups. Effectiveness of funds is what you need to concentrate on, board members. And here it was yesterday again, you left the most important business until the end of the day. Speakers on the budget, on the LCAP, on the FSP were not able to speak because you went on so ridiculously late. What are you afraid of, board members? Attack the issues that are killing this district. It will continue to hurt the longer you put it off. Please be fiscally responsible. You are the trustees of the finances of this school district. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. All right, Monica Arrazola. I see that you had transitioned to being online, but you are not here. Erlinda Morita, I see you're online. Erlinda Morita, please press *6 to unmute yourself, and you have 2 minutes to speak once you begin.
Aló.
Oh, se escucha.
Sí, antes de empezar la
Well, before starting the meeting, I want to tell you, Mr. McLean, that you are not connecting my mic. I am here. This is injustice. You want to silence me. Therefore, that's enough. You talk about rights, and you're doing the same thing. Don't do this. Well, good morning. My name is Erlinda Morita, and right now, the index says that suicide, fights, drugs, firearms have gone up. You didn't present this yesterday, and it is dangerous. This is why we need safety in the schools to provide welcoming environment. Listen to our voices, respect our rights. What you talk about, and please take in consideration the signatures that the parents gave you, and that they elevate their voice for quality education and for the students to know how to read based on their grade level, mathematics, for them to dominate this area so that we can empower them, for them to be good in the universities and the society. Make good decisions to approve funds for the academic. Now, school police as well. This has a big impact within their lives and careers. And take the time to review the committees, because rights are being violated as parents, to advocate and to ask excellence, academic excellence, transparency, empathy. But you don't agree when the parents from the committees are doing a good job, because that is what parents are doing. They're doing a great job. Many of the parents have said that. And they're intimidating them. They're silencing them. They're silencing the microphone. They shut them up. That's what Mr. Antonio Plasencia said. They're not respecting protocols from the Green Act. You are failing us. You are not listening to us. You're giving us anxiety, stress, depression, and I'm not sure what else you're going to give us, because you make us waste our time, our exit time. Please listen. Do everything. Do it for our children.
Next caller is Jennifer Cano or Jennifer Cano. I see you're on the line. Please press *6 to unmute yourself, and you have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. Jennifer C.
Good morning, board members and Superintendent Carvalho. My name is Jennifer Cano, and I am the Senior Policy and Advocacy Manager at Alliance for a Better Community, ABC. ABC is a Latino advocacy organization advancing social, economic, racial equity, and justice for Latinos across LA County. I'm here to commend LA Unified's Board of Education for its unanimous support yesterday for the resolution entitled Upholding Our Constitutional Rights and Standing with Immigrant Communities. The resolution's emphasis on centering student needs during any budget adjustment is critical at this moment, especially to protect essential student services. The resolution also calls for any budget changes being made on the basis of equity, wherever possible, protecting schools and services dedicated to the highest needs populations, including highest and high SENI schools and BSAP schools, rather than by treating all schools the same. This is a key provision that ABC fully supports. ABC would also like to call attention to the emergency resolutions that the district passed in November in anticipation of federal immigration actions such as we are experiencing. We fully support the implementation of those resolutions, as well as the Éxito y Promesa resolution passed in May 2024, which stipulated key supports for international newcomers and immigrant youth and families. We encourage the district to fully implement these resolutions as well. Finally, ABC expresses its full commitment to standing with LA Unified and community partners against these unlawful raids and the military presence in our communities. It is critical at this time that people of all races, backgrounds, and sectors come together to defend dignity and the rights of every person. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. The next remote speaker is Concerned Parent. Concerned Parent, please press *6 to unmute yourself, and you'll have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. Concerned Parent.
Good morning, board members. Today, during closed session, you will be discussing labor negotiations. I want to bring your attention to discussions with your labor partners and the disconnect between your board rules and contractual agreements. Per your board rules, to provide for a majority of parent representation on councils, At least 51% of each council's membership shall be elected parents of students attending the local school. The principal may recommend appointments to the council for its consideration as long as a majority of elective parent representation is maintained. Now, please tell me, how is it that the local site leadership council has a majority teacher representation per UTLA's contractual agreement? Board members, UTLA and labor unions do not represent parents, and most importantly, they do not bargain for parents. We have a voice, and we have proven to be very capable of advocating for ourselves and our students. So I am urging you to stop bargaining our rights away and to maintain stakeholder input individually. We are not opposed to collaborating. That is the whole purpose, but we need to maintain our voices. And I want to shift briefly to school safety. School police are very important. Although a lot of you don't support school police in schools, they are needed outside of schools. Let me give you a couple of points. A lot of secondary schools do not have access to crossing guards, and that's based on cities. Another point, a lot of cities do not have their own police departments. They contract with agencies to provide safety to their cities. However, a lot of times there's not enough police to go around because our budget, our city's budget, cannot provide a lot of police safety. So you need to stop also bargaining our safety away and our student safety, even though you don't support it. You represent your constituents, not your personal opinions. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I'll note that Board Member Gomez joined us about 20 minutes ago. Ms. Gomez, are you with us?
Yes, I am here. I'm at the Pacoima address that's listed on the agenda.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, Marcela Garcia, you're listed as speaking remotely, but I do not have you online. Are you in the room, Ms. Garcia? No. Karina Lopez, I see you are online. Please press *6 to unmute yourself, and you have 2 minutes to speak once you begin. Karina Lopez. Ms. Lopez, por favor, oprime there you are. Please.
¿Sí me escucha?
Sí, se escucha.
Okay. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es...
Good afternoon. My name is Karina Lopez, and thank you for the opportunity. I am here to speak, and I'm taking this time to let you know that, to let you know about the catastrophic situation we are living with the school safety and around the schools. It is sad to see how families are being destroyed because of the lack of safety. There are students that are suffering because of the fentanyl because of fentanyl. They're giving to them as candy, as a gift, and they're receiving it in the bathroom. I have proof of a young student who has autism that was given to him. Fentanyl was given to him in the bathroom, and it's sad. And the son hit the mom, almost killed the mom because of the effects of fentanyl. And safety, when it has to do with school police, we need school police urgently. And we need you to add to the budget, add to the numbers of officers, because this has to do with the safety of the family and at the same time safety of the community. Now, knowing that you're asking for students to go to school every day, and therefore we need to add to the budget and the numbers, the official numbers, knowing that they are the only ones that, or you're the only ones who can resolve this issue, help to resolve this issue. Thank you.
But I do not have you online with us right now. Raquel Diaz. Bill Haywood. Bill Haywood, are you online with us? Bill Haywood. Are you in the room? No. Okay, that concludes general public comment. The time is now 10:45 a.m. and the board is going to recess into closed session. Good afternoon, welcome. The time is now 2:59 p.m. on June 18th, 2025. The board is coming back from closed session. I'm going to take roll. Ms. Newbill.
Present.
Dr. Rivas. Mr. Melvoin.
Here.
Ms. Griego.
Here.
Ms. Gomez. Ms. Ortiz-Franklin. And Board President Schmerelson.
Present.
Okay, we have a quorum. I have just one item to report out on today. This is under tab 1, Student Discipline. The Board of Education approved the expulsion of students in case numbers 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100 with the recommended dispositions. The Board of Education denied enrollment of the student in case numbers 28, 30, and 32. And the Board of Education approved the conditional enrollment of the students in case numbers 29 and 31 with the recommended dispositions. The vote was 7 ayes in each matter. That concludes the meeting. The time is now 3 p.m. Are there any objections to adjournment? Yes. Oh, boy. Mr. Melvoin? Kidding. He's not a real objection. Okay, time is now 3:01. Thank you.